As we head into Canada Day weekend, this morning we are celebrating our country's fake history. Yes, you heard that correctly. I said fake history, like this handy guide to building your own Viking sod house from Vikea, or Alanis Morissette's grade 12 English exam on irony. That's just a snippet of some honest-to-goodness fake news found in the pages of this book, Glorious and or Free, The True History of Canada. And who better to help educate us all this morning than the pair of brains behind the Beaverton and this book, Luke Gordon-Field and Alex Huntley. Guys, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, so you got everything in this book. You've got newspaper clippings dating back to 1723.
Yep.
You've got birthday invites long before Google Maps or GPS. Why is this the history book that Canadians never knew they needed?
Well, I think, Canadians have a certain pride in our history, but we maybe don't know the specifics of our history. And the specifics of our history are, certainly dark and tragic at times, but also hilarious at times. So there's this great well of information and knowledge that we could make fun of and kind of exploit for our comedic purposes.
Well, and I gotta tip my hat to you because it's so specifically Canadian. I mean, double-edged sword. Nobody outside of Canada is going to get any of these jokes.
No.
But you need to know this history in order to make fun of it. So, how much research did you do, or have you just been Canadian history buffs your whole life?
I think it was a combination of both. Yeah. We've always enjoyed history. We studied together at Queen's, and at the same time, we also had to look at the issues and do some additional research. I even put in some of my own family history into the document. Yeah. So my great-great-uncle's attestation papers from World War I, or his enlistment papers, are designed as the basis for the design of Winnie the Pooh's enlistment records, who, by coincidence, also fought in World War I. So.
Yeah.
Did you find the humor in Canadian history back then? Because a lot of people think our history is dry. They think it's not the flashy, big, sweeping, romantic stories of our friends down south, but it's much more academic, and it's staid, and it's buttoned down.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, sure, they had a bloody revolution. We spent 200 years slowly moving from colony to semi-independent legal dominion. I think it's exactly as exciting. Pretty much, no, I think you're right, and I think Canadian history is not anything that someone gets excited about, but there's a lot of comedy in that. Yeah. There's a lot of comedy in one, how, stereotypically boring 19th century Canadian political history was, and also just the fact that you can have so much fun, the fact that we don't care about our history, so we don't know enough about it, so we get to just make a bunch of stuff up, and people have to figure out what's real and what's not.
Now, you said that right on the cover, if anyone has any problems with this book, they can direct their complaints to 24 Sussex Drive.
Yeah, which we're really hoping someone has done. We haven't checked. I think the whole house is still under construction, but we haven't checked, but I hope someone's done that.
Luke, is there a line you won't cross?
I think there's lines you won't cross, but there's no, line in the sand that never moves. Like, every time you approach a new joke, you have to ask yourself which direction you're punching. Are you going up or down? But there's really no topic that's off limits. It's just how you approach the joke.
Well, what I really appreciated was learning that my father was on Degrassi Junior High.
We were very excited.
I was really excited to learn that. I actually told my whole family about it, yes, while promoting the Meech Lake Accord.
Yeah.
That was, see, sadly, Canadians just don't know this gem.
No, but I mean, Drake's bringing it back, so hopefully the next Drake video can be about the Meech Lake Accord specifically.
Now, one thing that I learned as well in your bio for the book, it says, and I'm quoting, you know an absurd amount of trivia about William Lyon Mackenzie King.
Yes, I do.
Would you like to share any of that with us?
I would. How long do we have? Can we talk for hours?
What is one of your most favorite William Lyon Mackenzie King tidbits of information that the country should know? Because they say in order to be a fully formed human being, you should learn one new thing every day. Teach the country something.
Okay, well, William Lyon Mackenzie King is Canada's longest-serving prime minister. He got us through the Great Depression. He got us through the Second World War. And he also sincerely believed that the ghost of his dead dog was telling him how to run the country. Mm-hmm. He did seances in his cottage, and he believed that the ghosts of Wilfrid Laurier, his mother, and his recently deceased dog were telling him how to win the war.
Those are facts?
That's 100% real.
That's 100% real, and Canada elected him.
Yes, we did, for 22 years.
And the people are never wrong.
No, they aren't.
Guys, thank you so much for being here. Congratulations. Seriously, if anybody wants to laugh and possibly learn something that may or may not be true, they should pick up this book. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much.
All the best.